So today we're going to talk about the top 6 Florida cities to live in right now for retirees and second home buyers. So picture this. It's January, your driveway's buried under snow, the roads are icy, and you're staring at another week of being stuck indoors. But in Florida, you're biking along the beach, have a cocktail in hand by 5 p.m., and are ready for the sunset. And the only thing you're shoveling is guacamole onto a chip. But Florida is huge, and with so many cities in Florida, where do you even start? What if you pick the wrong place? Well, the options are endless and a little overwhelming. That's why today, I'm going to take the guesswork out of it by narrowing it down to the 6 Florida cities that check all the boxes for people just like you, looking for sunshine, lifestyle, and a community with a welcoming vibe that feels like home. So let's break it down together so you can stop guessing and start imagining what life could really look like here in Florida. So to start, let's go big, as in big population. Number 6 on our list is Dade County or the Miami and Fort Lauderdale area. So if you like action, Miami and Fort Lauderdale bring it big time. And if you like year-round tropical climate with warm, sunny weather nearly every day and ocean breezes off the Atlantic, this may be your spot. From South Beach's iconic energy to a quieter stretches like Hollywood Beach, there's a beach for everybody and every mood. Both city centers sit right on the water, which gives a very urban vibe to these classic beach towns. Many high-rise condo buildings are on the beach or an easy walk to the beaches as well. One thing this part of Florida showcases more than any other areas in the state is a global mix of cultures, so these cultures kind of create a vibrant, inclusive energy. And this is great for people who want to experience new foods, art, and travel without actually leaving the country or the state. In addition, there are top-rated restaurants, live music, jazz clubs, art galleries, and non-stop festivals. So there's always something going on. Fort Lauderdale offers a slightly more laid-back version, although it still has extensive nightlife options and social events. Both cities cater to active social lifestyles with countless options for golf, walking, court sports, and deep water boating. If you're craving a very large yacht, this is the place to have it. With so many marinas, the intercoastal, and so many homes that sit on canals that can really handle large yachts and boats. And did I mention you can sail from Fort Lauderdale to the Bahamas in a day? So the most notable cons of these big cities are the higher cost of living and the higher cost of insurance, which is, and the storm risk, which in South Florida is real. But the traffic and congestion can also be real tough. Expect longer drive times, particularly in Miami, but Fort Lauderdale is also chaotic during peak season. And in parts of Miami, Spanish is more commonly spoken than English, so there may be some occasional language barriers. So this is a great area if you want an urban, vibrant, and diverse place to live that has great amenities, it's close to all these great airports, and you don't mind paying a premium for that lifestyle. So now let's move on to number 5. Boca Raton and the Delray Beach area. So as expected, both cities have easy beach access and they're beautiful beaches. Boca's beaches are more private and residential. Delray Beach's Atlantic Avenue is a huge draw, lined with shops, restaurants, cafes, and live music. It's very walkable and full of energy. Misner Park in Boca Raton offers more of a polished, upscale shopping and dining experience with outdoor events, theaters, and art. Both cities have countless country clubs. Tennis, pickleball, and golf can be accessed there very easily. There are lots of community events that provide social interaction and cultural stimulation, and both cities have a strong sense of community, especially in Delray, where it's common to run into neighbors at farmers market or walled dining al fresco. This area is very popular with Northeastern retirees, so newcomers often find like-minded people quickly, especially if you're coming from the Northeast. Regarding challenges, again, real estate in both cities lean on the higher end, especially east of I-95 or near the beach. Season crowds and traffic can get very dicey during January through April with the influx of tourists and snowbirds. Parking downtown can be tricky during peak dining hours or festivals. And these cities might have less of a hidden gem feel because they really are no secret. They are well established as retirement hotspots, particularly with the Northeastern population. If you're searching for an active, walkable, and social lifestyle near the beach and are comfortable with a higher price point, Boca Raton and Delray Beach may be perfect for you. And by the way, if we haven't met, I'm Diane Harris. I help people like you make smart, confident choices when it comes to Florida living. And if this is helpful, give it a like and drop a comment about what you're looking for. I'd love to hear. So moving on to St. Petersburg and Tampa, they're number 4 on our list. So this region blends kind of that vibrant urban living, walkable waterfronts, and laid-back beach vibes, making it one of the most well-rounded areas on Florida's Gulf Coast. So this area can be summed up by urban energy meets beach town chill. St. Pete has a true downtown and a charming one at that, with waterfront parks, coffee shops, galleries, rooftop bars, and it's just 15 to 20 minutes away from the beaches you love. So you'll find beaches like St. Pete Beach or Treasure Island with that flip-flop casual lifestyle. St. Pete is very popular for its walkability and its waterfront living. St. Pete is also one of Florida's most walkable downtowns, and it's right on the water. That area has a great mix of ages, with a growing number of retirees and snowbirds choosing this area for lifestyle. And with the boating, biking, kayaking, beach yoga, farmers markets, and countless festivals, it's easy to stay engaged and active year-round. St. Pete also boasts a little lower cost of living compared to South Florida. Home prices are rising, but they're still more affordable than Naples, Boca, or Miami. And there are many options for condos, villas, and low-maintenance living, especially in the area near Gulfport, Seminole, or South Pasadena. Another plus is the proximity to Tampa without actually being in it. The airport, pro sports, big name concerts, you can easily drive to all of that. But you live across the bay to avoid that kind of metro vibe. And the cons, do I sound like a broken record? Seasonal traffic and bridge bottlenecks can be frustrating, and beach parking can be a headache in season. Also, while this isn't a con for many, it is something to keep in mind. St. Pete is not really retirement-only focused. This area isn't a traditional retiree enclave. You'll find families, young professionals, and creatives too. Unlike all of Florida, certain neighborhoods with waterfront real estate are just more expensive. So if you like the idea of the city, but want to avoid the mega metro feel and enjoy meeting people of all ages, St. Pete might just be your slice of paradise. And now for number 3, the Sarasota, Bradenton, and Lakewood Ranch. This kind of area combines like a Gulf Coast charm, a little cultural sophistication, and master planned community living with a little slower, welcoming pace. So here you can enjoy the gorgeous Gulf of America beaches. Siesta Key Beach is a major draw. It has famous for its soft white sand and turquoise water. Lido Key and Longboat Key offer quieter alternatives with upscale beachside homes and resorts. Sarasota has kind of a vibrant art scene with the Ringling Museum of Art, which is kind of fun. Lakewood Ranch is truly a master plan perfection. It is one of the top selling planned communities in the US, and it includes miles of walking trails, parks, restaurants, and 9 golf courses, all of varying levels and memberships. So this area has a little lower cost of living than South Florida, so you get more bang for your buck in communities that are west or north of the core. Bradenton offers a slightly more affordable entry point with river walks and a charming kind of laid-back feel, and a great golf course called the Concession, which is a lot of fun and really hard. Throughout the area, you're going to find a friendly, kind of casual vibe where it's easy to meet people, as it's very popular with Midwesterners as well as some Northeasterners. But for the cons, seasonal crowds, they still exist. There's really no getting around it because of our fabulous weather, particularly on the bridges to the islands and popular beach spots. But driving is necessary here. You will likely have to have a car if you leave your neighborhood. The winter weather tends to be about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than our South Florida communities, and it's the closer you are to the beach, the higher the home cost. More affordable homes are inland, which is not surprising. And if you like the idea of having options from artsy Sarasota to newer homes in Lakewood Ranch and prefer a slightly slower pace with strong amenities and built-in ways to stay active and social, the Sarasota area really may be your ideal spot. So here's kind of a drum roll, please. And this one may surprise you. For number 2 on our list, Punta Gorda in Southwest Florida. So tucked kind of along the Peace River and the Charlotte Harbor, Punta Gorda offers a laid-back waterfront lifestyle and affordable housing, and a real strong sense of community without the crowds or the high price tags of our bigger cities. So a big draw for Punta Gorda is its affordable coastal living. Compared to Naples, Miami, Boca, Punta Gorda really offers more home for your money, from condos to waterfront villas. The lower cost of living, insurance in some zones, and the HOA fees make it really attractive for retirees watching their budget. So the town offers waterfront charm without all the chaos, and it's ideal for boating, kayaking, or just watching the sunset on the water. Many neighborhoods offer canal front homes with private docks, giving easy access to the Gulf, so it's very popular for both sailboats and small leisure boats. that also has a very walkable downtown with historic charm. So the city center is compact, quaint, and really easy to navigate. So it's filled with little local restaurants, art galleries, some boutiques, and waterfront patios. So there are no high rises, no heavy traffic, and no real overwhelming tourist presence, even in season. So what are the negatives, you say, if traffic isn't an issue? Well, there are good local clinics and a hospital, but for specialist care, you're going to need to drive to Fort Myers, Sarasota, Tampa. And regarding the restaurant scene, you'll find great local spots, but not the same level of variety of fine dining as Sarasota, Naples, or Miami. It's charming, but quieter, and there's a smaller social scene. It's great for those looking for connection, but it's not a hub for nightlife or large-scale events. So if you want a relaxed, affordable waterfront lifestyle without the flash, and you prioritize boating, walking, and sunshine over shopping malls and social scenes, Punta Gorda may be a fabulous spot for you. And did you notice how I've taken you all the way around, starting in the Florida, going from South Florida, working our way north, then west, now we're going south again. Well, that's by design, as we're going to stop in my favorite city in Florida. Number one on the list, of course, is Naples. Often considered the crown jewel of Florida's Gulf Coast, Naples is known for its upscale charm, pristine beaches, and kind of a serene pace of life. A favorite of second home buyers looking to get out of the cold during winter months, and for retirees who value peace, beauty, and world-class amenities. So speaking of, let's start with the world-class beaches. Soft white sand, calm Gulf waters make Naples beaches some of the best in the state. And with numerous convenient access points and public parking, they're perfect for last-minute trips to the beach, for sunset walks, and dolphin watching. So Naples has long been known for its upscale living with kind of a relaxed pace. Naples has a calm, clean, and orderly atmosphere. Everything from landscaping to architectural feels like elegant and well-maintained. I hear it all the time. People cannot believe how clean Naples is, and it's safe. Naples consistently ranks as one of the safest cities in Florida. Streets and neighborhoods are spotless, and residents take pride in maintaining their homes and communities. And it's peaceful, so no high-rises dominating the skyline near downtown, and everything moves just a little bit slower, but in a good way. However, if you want action, we still have it here in Naples. There are over 90 golf courses, making it one of the top golf destinations in the US, and it's renowned for holding the US Open Pickleball Championships every year in the spring. And the tennis facilities are excellent. So the easy access to water encourages lots of boating, fishing, and paddling as well. And when it comes to fine dining, boutique shopping, and art galleries, there are numerous areas that host all of the above, starting with our charming downtown area of 5th Avenue South and 3rd Street South, then moving on to Venetian Village, and then up to Mercado in North Naples, just to name a few. The strong healthcare system and number of specialists make the area appealing to many. But as in all Florida towns, there are negatives. Naples has a higher cost of living than many of its counterparts, and it can be considered less walkable than other cities. While downtown is easily walkable, you will likely need a vehicle for beach trips, visiting friends, getting to the golf course, of course. And the nightlife is limited, with most of the action happening in North Naples, around Mercado area. And of course, that pesky traffic thing, it's real. During January through April, traffic, tea times, and restaurant reservations get a little more challenging. So if you want a beautiful, peaceful place to unwind, stay active, and enjoy the finer things, and you're looking for elegance over energy, think golf mornings, art strolls, and sunsets on the beach, Naples is your dream location. So as you can see, there's no one-size-fits-all for the cities in Florida, but now you have a starting point. 6 places that give you options for pace, budget, and community feel. Because you're not just moving to escape the snow, you're moving towards a lifestyle. And the right place can make all the difference. Still not sure which Florida city fits your lifestyle best? That's totally normal and exactly why I'm here to help. Let's take the guesswork out of it together. You can schedule a quick, no pressure appointment with me to talk through your options, ask questions, and get personalized insight based on what matters most to you, whether that's beaches, community, or budget. Just click the link below and let's get started. And while you're thinking things through, be sure to check out my other videos, which are all about what's in and going on in Naples and Florida, to help you decide if Florida is really the perfect place for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.